I'm here with Neil Armstrong, a franchise owner of BBX UK for the Northeast. Neil, tell me, what does the company do?
So BBX is the world's largest alternative currency. So it's been going since 1993 and it trades in every country in the world, but we're on the ground in 15 countries. In the UK we have about 7,000 customers, worldwide we have 100,000, and we all trade together in our own spare capacity. So that's essentially the things that we can't sell for cash. That's a weird concept, but essentially I can explain it. It's called spare capacity, and it means that if you imagine a hotel and it's got 10 bedrooms and it's £100 a night. So if 6 of the rooms are full and 4 of them are empty, the hotel has banked £600, but it's lost the ability to bank another £400. So its spare capacity in that example is 40%. So what we do is, if that hotel was a member of BBX, our customers could have potentially stayed at that hotel using up some of their spare capacity, but instead of paying them £100 sterling, they would have paid them 100 BBX, which is worth the same, and then the hotel can use that where they normally spend cash. Our customers enjoy cash flow, better cash flow, more business guaranteed, access to interest-free money as well, because we have interest-free credit, and a closed community where if you're a member of that community, you're going to get the work, and if you're not in the community, you won't get that work.
Is BBX only UK or is worldwide?
It's everywhere. We're on the ground in 15 countries where there's people like me, but actually we trade in other countries. For instance, we're not on the ground in Madeira, but there's a villa there you could go and stay in and pay BBX on. But there's various places around the world where you could stay in a hotel and pay BBX.
Is there any risk involved?
There's no risk whatsoever. Every BBX pound stays within the community. It's unlike cash, unlike sterling. It can't go to fund crime. It can't be laundered. It's a digital currency. Everything's trackable. Everything's traceable. We know where every pound is, and the value always stays within the community. So as we move towards a cashless society, which will be a good idea because that will get rid of a lot of petty crime, there's no point in stealing your neighbour's telly if you can't convert it into cash down the pub.
Correct.
So as soon as we get rid of cash, it'll be a great idea, and then we'll truly start to move away from state-owned, state-managed currency, which is just there for taxation purposes, and we'll move to the future. One thing I would say, a lot of people know the statistic about 90% of the world's wealth being owned by 1% of the population. Well, that's never going to change unless we make money worth less. Not worthless, but worth less. So if we make the money that is where all the wealth is, if we make that worth less and we make alternative currencies worth more, it'll rebalance the world order.
Where would the company like to be in 5 years?
Where we'd like to be in 5 years in the UK is at around about 500,000 businesses in our system, as opposed to currently we've got 7,000. We're just engaging in a programme to communicate and educate 500,000 businesses into the fact that there is an alternative way to do business. Just to be clear, BBX doesn't replace cash, it works with it, it's a complementary currency. So I would like to think that in 5 years we've got a lot more franchises on the ground, we've got representation in every county in the UK, we're sort of halfway there now, but that we can have that many businesses in the community all benefiting from each other's spare capacity. And especially when BBX is Brexit proof and it's also recession proof. So it doesn't really matter what happens in the fiat currencies, we're okay. So that should be enough reason for people to investigate an alternative currency route in their business.
Thank you so much for your time and good luck with everything.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. You've been a lovely audience.
Thank you, everyone.